Hello! We are so thankful that you have tuned in to join us. We are blessed and thankful every time we have the opportunity to come to you with good information, with the joy that we share, with the love that we have for being mothers, and information that sometimes is not even mom specific. I'm Jenny.
And I'm Chrys, and we do welcome you to It's a Mom Thing. It's a fun thing for us to do together, and we sure hope it's fun when you join us, fun for you when you join us. So we want you to subscribe to our channel and share it with friends and all those things that you do on YouTube that we're learning about in this YouTube world. So we try to bring something to you every week that just helps you personally, and then some kind of a hack that will help you in all your daily busy life that you do.
And
so
it's usually
a great one today.
Yeah, it's usually stuff that we've already found helps us, so we think, why not? Let's share it.
So we can barely sit here today because of the smell of
one of my favorite hacks.
Rotisserie chicken that we're going to talk about in just a few minutes. But before we do that, we want to talk about how we take care of ourselves as moms. I found this article. This is like a little excerpt out of an article in 1984. 1984.
No.
I mean
1884.
1884.
Self-care was still a problem back then. Really much more then than even now.
Yes.
Because there weren't the things available that we have now. But still today we struggle. Moms, women, with all that we put out, we struggle to pull things in and to take care of ourselves.
Right.
I mean, that's just not going to a spa or going and having a massage. That means really motoring down and giving yourself some headspace.
On a daily basis, like changing some lifestyle habits that you have, not just saying, I'm going to go get a massage and think that's going to take care of everything. We're not talking about that. But this was so interesting in The Household, a magazine in January 1884. Keep that in your mind. It said, a really good housekeeper is almost always unhappy. While she does so much for the comfort of others, she nearly ruins her own health and life. It is because she cannot be easy and comfortable when there is the least disorder or dirt to be seen.
Bless her.
Bless her. I think we've come a long way from that. You know, if you were to see my kitchen floors, you would know we've come a long way from that. We are more content to not have everything perfect in our household, but we are still surrounded by to-do lists.
Because we do so much more than was even available in that day of time with all the activities.
Yes,
with all the activities, with everything that we're involved in, our children are involved in. It's still the same need for us to circle the wagons, bring it in, and have some time to just get still. For me, for Chrys, get still before the Lord. Be still.
The reason why is the same reason they would have had in 1884. We have several reasons. When you take care of yourself on a daily basis, it helps you not reach that point of burnout where you just say, I can't do another thing, like I'm on my mommy strike, which we probably have all done that at some point in our life. But it just keeps you from getting to that. When you handle things on a more daily basis, it keeps you from having that burnout phase.
Handling things when it comes to you. I know we're both really not great at this.
No.
But you never have to necessarily get to that burnout if you're able to see it before it's coming by being more productive in your thinking and in your working.
Right.
You know, it's very important to have self-care because it allows us to function more at full capacity when we're functioning rather than just staying busy and not getting done what we want to get done. If we really take the time to plan things out and do things well for ourselves, we can operate stronger, longer, and then stop if we do it in an efficient way.
And we all want to do everything we do at 100%, and that's probably not going to happen for everything. But if we again manage our health care, our self-care, we will be more likely to be closer to 100% when we're at the kids' ball game, or helping with their homework, or getting supper ready. Those
or at the things that are really important. Because when I'm watching a ball game, I don't have to be at 100%, but I have to be at 100% when I have the kids at home and I'm making dinner and wanting to talk to them and do homework and those kind of things. You just have to see what works for you.
And sometimes doing these things that help us on a more of a daily basis helps us to refocus. So it's like when you're doing a problem and you have a problem, say when you were in school in math, and you just like had to get up and walk away, walk it off. And then when you come back, it's like, for some reason it's like all there. And I do the same thing with my writing.
Giving yourself some air, some breathing space.
If I'm writing a book and I have a chapter that I just can't quite finish, I just get up and walk away from it. So that helps us refocus on any area of our life.
So if we're going to talk about what we can do to get some of this order that we've been talking about, you're going, yeah, sure, that sounds real good. But there are a few things that we can implement just little by little. Don't try to, eat the whole elephant at one time, just one little thing at a time. One of the first things you can do is just to put a little bit of exercise in your life every day. Chrys does a regime first thing in the morning when she gets out of bed. She does about how long?
I keep some free weights in my house, and they're just 10 pounds, but I try to do at least 20 minutes of free weights on my arms, and then some leg lifts and sit-ups and push-ups. Like, that's definitely 3 times a week. And I didn't always do that, but as I got older, and I'm older than Jenny. The older I get, the more you realize that you have to put those things in your life so that you can operate at 70% of when the grandkids want you to go run and do things with them. So if you started at a younger age, implementing just a little bit, get out of bed, toe touches, sit-ups, jumping jacks,
see, all those little things. All those things are a challenge right now because I had a knee surgery. So what I love is going to a place where I work out, but I love to do the stationary bike because I can do that. I'm allowed to do that at this point, and put on the earphones and watch like one of my HGTV favorite shows or whatnot. That's a break, but I'm exercising. But it's a break.
Go quicker
and you're by yourself.
Yeah. That's awesome.
You're by yourself. It's a wonderful way. And sometimes I just put earphones on and worship on, or classical music, whatever it is I need at that point, just to have some of this right here and not talking to anybody or. That's a wonderful way.
We know all you mommies with little ones out there, this is a tough time to work that in. We did that too. Woo! Tough time, but the older your kids get, the more you'll be able to do it a little bit easier, and it's worth it even when they're little. And just think, those gyms, I love the gyms when mine were little because they had babysitting services. Put those kids in the nursery and go pump some iron.
That's right.
All right, and then this is something we can all do. We just need to, as a whole society, eat better. And putting the better things into our lives. And sometimes we will have a snack. We say that's our reward for whatever we did that particular day. Like, okay, if I accomplish this, then I can have a Butterfinger. Okay, having that every now and then is not a bad thing, but using a reward system of food is not a good thing.
No.
Unless you're putting
it's good food
into your body.
Yes.
So
and we're so blessed at this point in time in our society because there are so many great places like Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, I mean all these places, Central Market, that have great food prepared or great ingredients and ways that things are already paired together. You know, Sargento does this little pairing of, one of my favorites is almonds and craisins and sharp cheddar cheese. Just a little portion, but there are ways that you can do things better. And they have the services that deliver the ingredients to meals. You don't have to think about what you want to cook. You don't have to go get the ingredients. They deliver to your door. Victoria and Jonathan do that a lot every week.
Jonathan and Mary Kate do that.
And love it. And that's good food. There are ways to do this. And if you're not on that kind of budget, then there are ways to prep on Sundays. I used to prep on Sundays and have all my meals set in my mind. I wasn't great like these Wonder Women moms who have it all cut up and everything. No, I wasn't that great. Oh, you can. But, it's fabulous. Yes. Can you? You can.
Yeah.
So another thing is, when you're dealing with stress, you really need to stop a minute and try to handle it right then. Handle it as soon as you can. Don't hold on to it because we all know, we've all seen studies how stress really affects our health. If nothing more, acknowledge it.
Just acknowledge it.
Yeah.
If nothing else, you don't have to go confront the person or whatever. Just acknowledge to yourself why you're feeling stressed out.
Yeah.
This is tough. I need to handle it. Pray about it, those kind of things. Just to right there, then don't just let it fester up inside.
No. For those kind of things, it's kind of just a me and Jesus time. And sometimes it's just in my vehicle.
Yeah.
I'll just go and take a drive, put on crank up my worship, or just whatever it is at that moment that I'm enjoying, or what's feeding my spirit, and just have a good long talk with Jesus driving down the interstate. That's
the
important.
next thing is just protect your schedule. We all have such busy schedules, but we really are in control of it to a large degree. And when someone calls and asks you to do something, if it's not a good time, learn ways to say that in a nice way. This isn't a great day for me today. I'm not able to help you, but I can certainly help later in the future. You know, there's just things that you can do to just protect your schedule and your family's schedule.
And if you're feeling like you're out of control, you're going to have to look in the mirror and tell yourself you're not. You're the one that controls what you accept. And I know I am not, neither is Chrys. We're not ones that like to say no. It's just the way it is.
Right.
But when it comes down to it, we're the ones that have to say, you know what, like she said, can't do it today, maybe next, or I know somebody who can.
Right.
You know, you can defer them, you can refer them. There's ways to handle it. You don't have to feel this false sense of responsibility, because you have enough responsibility as it is, right?
Right.
Right.
Well, the last thing is spend your time and money on things that really matter to you. And again, we are in control of that. Sometimes we think it's out of our control, but really it's not. We write the checks, or we have the money, and it's our time. So protect your time, protect your resources, protect your family.
And I'll say on that one, because I have been in a situation where the money really wasn't there. It didn't appear to be there, but I knew God would provide. And so when we say spend your money on the things that matter, you know, take care of the things that you know you're responsible for first. I know a manicure would be fabulous, but I know it'd be great to get your hair done. It would make you feel so much better, but it's going to make you feel better for your bills to be paid. Pay those things that you have to do right up front. Take care of the things that are a must, so that you can be free and not be stressed with the finances. I know this is a touchy subject and it's a hard thing, but been there, done that, am doing that. It can be done. It can be done. And we want to encourage you that you can do it.
And I want to sort of add to that Jenny's been a single mom of 4 kids for most of their life. And so when she says something to you about financially being responsible, she's speaking from a place of experience.
And it is doable, even though many times you look at it and think, I mean, I've said many times, okay, God, I don't know how you're wanting me to do this, but I never did go and get a car on credit. I waited till I could get there are ways to do things, and they're not the funnest ways, but they're the best ways for your heart and for your head, and for you to be in a place where you're not going to be stressed and where you can take care of yourself. Very, very important. And one thing that's not on here that we both very much are very, very passionate about is plugging into a church, plugging into somewhere where you can have a family, where you can have people that you can connect with, especially if it's someplace that has small groups where you can connect and relate. So important for your self-welfare. It's so important to have connectivity. We're just glad that you're here connecting with us.
We are so glad. And now, very quickly, Jenny's going to show us our major hack today.
Yes, because we have to do things fast, but I cannot compromise on yummy food, and good food, because my parents owned health food stores, so it's just kind of in my system. So something that was really fast and really yummy and not processed is the rotisserie chickens. I know that they're in every grocery store now. Because I have large children with big appetites, and when I make things like this, they don't just want it for a meal, they want it for a snack later or for another. So you get your rotisserie chicken. Yes,
we all have smelled, and it's yummy when you walk past it in the store.
It's so yummy. And you just debone the whole thing, debone it all, right? Okay. Chop it up, and we're not going to do it so right here, but you chop it up, and then you add you add your mayonnaise, and you add mustard and whatever else you like. Some like honey mustard. My kids love some slivered almonds and pineapple. We've got grapes and sunflower seeds. Chop them up, put them in there, whatever you like. Sometimes my boys just want the chicken and a little mayonnaise, not much. You can also put pickles, whatever you like. Super fast, super fun, and super yum. So good. And I've got some little croissants here. You can do this in a whiz.
Wow. That looks great.
It's really yummy, but they like bigger buns. But these are fun for Any number of things. It's just a yummy hack.
For a shower.
Anything. But it's fast.
That's awesome.
Super fast.
I
Anyway,
love that.
another
Super
hack.
Good. Yeah. So hopefully we've said something today that can apply to your life in some area. If nothing else, you've got a great meal that you can cook the next time you've got people coming over.
The good thing is you don't have to cook.
And you don't even have to cook it.
No,
Yes,
that's your kind of thing.
That.
So you guys, thank you so much. And we hope you'll check out all the other videos and our radio shows. They're up by topic, the radio shows are, like a podcast. So there's all kinds of great information here, and hope you guys will be blessed and share if you will. We want to get the good words out and get to spend more time with you.
Have a great week.